We are moving on with some more division talk. On today's episode, we move and focus our attention to the AFC North, kicking things off, starting with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Is Mike Tomlin's winning season record now in jeopardy for some of the moves they did or did not make this offseason? Will the Baltimore Ravens continue to dominate the division? And what about them Bengals and Browns? Ugh. Y'all know me and Steve are going to talk about it and break it down right after this.
Welcome to your number one spot for all NFL news and content, NFL Central.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back into another episode of NFL Central, your number one spot for everything NFL. I'm your host here, Bobby, joined by Stevo. So if y'all tuned in with us today, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. Stevo, what's the word?
What's for good, folks?
Hey, it's time to talk the AFC North. Look, we know that the Pittsburgh Steelers, they did a lot of things and moved kind of weird this offseason. But before we really break down the division, I want to start with Mike Tomlin and his Pittsburgh Steelers. Do you think that winning season record is now in jeopardy for the Pittsburgh Steelers, what they did or did not do during this offseason? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, you'd be a fool to think you're not in jeopardy if you don't. For one, you already had offensive issues going into this season and the ending of the season. Then you addressed it by getting a extra wide receiver, which you spend some draft capital and some major picks for, and extended them and gave him some money in DK Metcalf. But then you let go another weapon in George, and then you let them go to Dallas. And alongside, you also lost a running back in Najee Harris. You let him go and walk and go to the Chargers. You did go get Caleb Johnson in the running back room, but at the same time, the biggest glaring issue, you don't know who the fuck the quarterback is, and as of today, is Mason Rudolph. So if we started today and we had to start a roll out, we playing football, and Mason Rudolph your quarterback, you'll be a fool to say that y'all not in jeopardy of that perfect positive season. Going to that record is going to end. It just looked like it's going to end. If he can magically pull out a consistent record of winning with this team, and you don't even know who the quarterback is, we know we got a some type of handshake deal with Aaron or whatever the fuck. But at the end of the day, I can't say with full validity and trust that they have what it takes to have a winning season. I just don't think that's possible.
Yeah, I'm looking at the Pittsburgh Steelers, bro, and I just be like, bro, what are y'all doing? Why are y'all moving like y'all are a franchise that's been at the bottom of the league forever? This
Yeah.
is supposed to be one of the most, you know what I'm saying, respected franchises in the NFL. And for the last few seasons, I get the winning record stuff, but then you go into this season just kind of moving like peasants, like for a lack of a better word, waiting on Aaron Rodgers, letting Justin Fields walk out the door, tarnishing the Russell Wilson stuff. And I'm not saying that those two guys would have been game changers, but I feel like they ruined their entire plan the entire time, because I feel like after Russell Wilson started to fizzle out at the end of that season, this past season, you had a young quarterback who you could have got relatively cheap in Justin Fields. You could have gave him the 4 games and the playoff game to see what this kid was made of, to see if he can potentially be that bridge for years and years to come, or at least for the moment. Now you mean to tell me that you're going to go and stand in front of that locker room with guys like TJ Watt, Minka Fitzpatrick, and all those other vets and tell them that they got to trust and ride behind Mason Rudolph? Boy, hey, I'm just saying, Stevo, I think that that voice that Mike Tomlin has come, and you know what I'm saying, it's gonna become stale. Ryan Clark said it best. You've been there so long, and now you're trying to sell these guys on Mason Rudolph? What? Yeah, that's just absolutely ridiculous to me, bro.
Yeah, I don't think it's possible. Like you got some win now players, especially that defense. That defense is as old as it's been, since its inception of this whole Cam Hayward and TJ and all that. This is it. This is the window. And for you to be in the window of the defense and you don't have a quarterback, that shows you did a lot of things wrong leading up to this. Now we understand the whole Kenny Pickett problem, and that has a lot of the reasons why you didn't choose a quarterback in this draft. Well, you did, but you didn't choose him when you could have in the first or second round. But yeah, when it comes down to it, like I can't say they're with a with great trust that they're going to come out here and have a winning season. How we don't know how Caleb Johnson is going to be. We don't know if you're going to run out Mason Rudolph. Hell, we don't even know if it's going to be an open competition between Mason Rudolph and Will Johnson.
Howard.
Howard. I don't give a fuck. Fuck alike. Yeah.
For real though, man. And it's just and I get it, like the reservations when it comes to Kenny Pickett, you know what I'm saying? Because it didn't work out. But part of that is on the organizations. I believe during Kenny Pickett's time, y'all fired 2 offensive coordinators.
Yeah.
So that means them guys suck too. You know what I'm saying? And that, me personally, I feel like a good organization understands like when it's time to move off of somebody. And then you go and you try again. And y'all did well with moving off those former offensive coordinators. You moved off of Kenny Pickett, but that don't mean you should just be stuck and not try to get another quarterback in here or try to figure out different ways to get one. Instead, you want to sit there and wait on a 40-year-old? On a 40-year-old?
A 40-year-old that ain't even playing good.
That's what I'm saying. Aaron Rodgers has been mid for the last 4-5 years. Call it how we see it. So that's the Pittsburgh Steelers right now, and they're doing a lot of ridiculous stuff. And then when you could have went out there and helped your offense a little bit more, beefed up the offensive line, get more receivers, get a better running back room, you went out there and still drafted and signed a bunch of defensive guys. What are we doing? I don't know, bro. I don't know, because even if Aaron Rodgers does sign tomorrow, it still doesn't push the needle.
My confidence don't go up.
No, because I still got the Steelers as third best in the AFC North. Yeah, that's not saying much, bro, because you gotta love what TJ Watt and all those other boys on the defensive side can do, but your offense is still lacking. Arthur Smith, he was okay, but you don't got a quarterback
at all.
How you looking at those Baltimore Ravens, though, bro? Hey, I think, me personally, I look at the Baltimore Ravens, and I think going out there, you get Mike Green to add to this defense over there in Baltimore. Then you get Malachi Starks, one of the best safeties in this year's draft, and you primed to go out there and win this division again. How you feeling about Baltimore Ravens?
They the team to beat. They did nothing but get better than what they already did. They had 2 great off seasons back to back. Last year, it was more in the offseason when they acquired Derrick Henry and some other players. But now they hit in the draft. Like you can't ask for them much better. They got to add more depth pieces to their team, and most importantly, it was to their defense, which is probably their biggest issue last year. The defense could not get home when it was time. When it was times in the playoffs where they were scrambled and they just could not stop the run. That's key in playoff winning in football. This is finally the time. This is finally the window. This is the window. Like, if you don't come out going to the Super Bowl and possibly winning the Super Bowl, it's a fucking failure because you're running out of time. Like this year and next year is the key pivotal window for Baltimore, in my opinion.
I agree with that, bro, because at some point you just gonna get tired of saying, man, we're gonna get him next year. Man, we're gonna get him next year. Like at some point, you gotta cash that check, bro. And you gotta look at the damn OC. I can't think of his name right now. For some reason, I'm drawing a blank. Todd Monken. That's his name. Yeah, Todd Monken. Hey, you better utilize these tools you got, bro. Zay Flowers not no bum. Derrick Henry not no bum. Your tight end and Andrews, he a little up there in age, did drop a crucial pass in the playoffs, but you got him, you got Likely, who's nice, and you got a couple other weapons on the offensive side. Now I'm with you, Stevo. John Harbaugh, the defensive guy. You did a hell of a job this draft. Now you got to put everything on wax because it's only going to be so many times that you're going to keep knocking on the door and
Yep.
not getting through and then having the pulse of the team. So you got to be able to cash that check, bro.
Yep.
For real. So, but now let's switch on to the Cincinnati Bengals. Still still having problems over there. Don't want to pay Trey Hendrickson. I personally thought they draft was all over the place, me personally. But I get it. I got him as the second best team in this division in the AFC North. And that's not saying much when you consider how porous that defense is and how well they did not address the defense. You already got a rookie and a rookie defensive lineman and a rookie linebacker holding out. And then you don't pay your best player on the defensive side of the ball and Trey Hendrickson. Stevo, how you feeling about them Bengals, bro?
I can't call what they gonna be. I really can't. Like they can really be one of the probably the worst team in this division, possibly. That's like once you get to a place where you're 100%, I gotta outscore everybody, which is pretty much gonna be them the rest of the season. That's not sustainable. And if it is, you gotta you gotta have an offensive coordinator and things in place that match like what they did in Detroit. They was able to score 40 damn points a week because of the talent they had and the coaches they had. They have the talent. I don't know if they have the coaching. So yeah, they could put up 35 points, but it's gonna be people in this division and people around this division that can do that too, but also have a defense on them as well. So like yeah, they're gonna be good to watch on offense, but it's gonna be a very frustrating fucking year for my homie up there. Especially a quarterback. It's gonna be very frustrating because he's gonna be doing his job.
Yeah,
And
he gonna be doing his job, but them guys over there in the Cincy, it's just gonna be a bunch of points and giving up a bunch of points. We'll see if they're able to do a couple things on the defensive side of the ball, but I'm not too confident in it. I'm not. He can go out there and surprise the hell out of me, but I was never really a big fan of Shamar Turner. Simply because if you go out Shamar Stewart, simply because all them years in college, 4.5 sacks. That's not impressive to me. I don't care how many times you get in the backfield. Yeah, that's a part of the game, getting in the backfield. But the guys that make the plays get the quarterback on the damn ground. And those are game changer moments. Because if you go out there, you get yourself in the backfield and you can't get the quarterback on the ground with the way that most quarterbacks in this league are mobile now, bro, that play that you missed can be a 15, 20-yard gain down the field that
easy.
can be a momentum a game changing play, and you just didn't complete the deal. So Cincinnati, I'm with you, bro. The coaching is looking a little because they never really start seasons off well,
Nope.
and they always fighting an uphill battle to just make the playoffs or have a decent record. We'll see what these guys are made of. You think the Cincinnati Bengals have a good start to their season, bro?
Hell no, they don't got a good start to nothing. Everything is out of whack right now. Your star player ain't like the only thing is cool is the offense. Everything else is not cool.
It's crazy. That's crazy. We switch on to Cleveland. Who wants to go to Cleveland? Shout out to my man Joe Kim Noah. Who really wants to go to Cleveland, Stevo? We got two quarterbacks that they drafted this season. One, in my opinion, and Dylan Gabriel didn't really
See,
make sense. And then went and got Shador. But how you feeling about them
I'm
Browns
gonna break
Nation?
it down to you. A lot of motherfuckers think they're not gonna be good or can't be good. See, the difference between the team we just talked about and them, they have a defense that can generate turnovers
Mm,
and strike fear in people, and
mm.
they actually have the game plan for. And their coaching is a little bit more, I would say, a little bit better compared to the last team we was talking about. And if you allow Shador to go out there, and you just got the two motherfucking two-headed dogs at running back,
Yes.
y'all play complimentary football, you gonna be looking up and these niggas gonna have 8 wins. I'm just saying.
I'm not surprised at that because the way that Kevin Stefanski, I believe he's a hell of a coach. Me personally, that's just me. All the stuff that he's worked through and still able to generate wins. And you've seen, I think it was a year or two ago, Joe Flacco getting off the couch and then taking them to the playoffs. Crazy work. And then to your point, you pick up Quinshon Judkins, and then you go and pick up Dylan Sampson out of Tennessee. That tells me they finna run this rock. Mm-hmm. And to your point on the defensive side, to generate the turnovers, you got a game record. You got a game record.
2.
So
and then you got some ball hawks in the back.
That's what I'm saying. So if you allow Myles Garrett to just simply be Myles Garrett on any given Sunday, that we know it can happen, he can completely just ruin somebody's game if they don't game plan correctly for that team. So, and then, they picked up Mason Graham as well. So it seems like these guys right here in Cleveland, I ain't gonna lie to you, when we really talk about the nuances of Cleveland, it seems like they just want to muck up the game. We gonna run the ball and we gonna play tough defense.
And that when it comes down to football, if you can control the clock and you can control the times of possession and you're scoring, you win.
Facts. And they got some ball catchers too. They got some decent wideouts. Jerry Jeudy. You still got tight end and Njoku out there.
Yep, you got Njoku. Like I said, I feel like this. When it comes down to it, all comes down to really coaching with this team. If they play complimentary football, Shador go out there, be Shador, because you're literally just game manager anyway. Just be a super game manager. That's all they need.
I ain't mad at it. Who win that QB battle over there?
It should be. I mean, if you listen to everybody talk about it now, it's a no-brainer. Everybody know what it is.
Yeah. But you think they're gonna try out Joe Flacco to start the season?
You see, now that I think about it, just dawned on me. You Steelers, you stupid bitches. This is how you fucking cover your tracks if you want to be scary and shit. At least they ass said, you know what, we get 2 quarterbacks. You said, fuck it, I'm just getting 1. And he ain't gonna be the one any of them motherfuckers was talking about.
Hey, the Browns they triple covered themselves. They went and got the old vet.
Yep.
They got the young guy with some starter experience, and then 2 guys in the draft. they covered the shit out of themselves.
A 4-quarter.
Go to real, boy. They was like, yeah, we gonna get this QB situation right. But they doing it better than the Steelers right now, keeping it real.
On me.
But it's time to go ahead and pick up. How this division gonna shape out, bro? I'm pretty sure me and you got the Ravens winning the division.
Yeah, Ravens winning. I think Browns can be 3. And then who the other team is it? Right? Is
Cincy, the Browns, and the Steelers. Give me 2, 3, and 4. Baltimore 1. Who 2, 3, and 4? Ooh, he about to put it on wax.
I think the Browns could be better than Cincy.
Ooh.
So
you got them going too? Put it on wax, Stevo.
Yeah, I got
1 through 4, bro.
I got them going 2. I guess I got. Yeah, I will put Steelers 3, but just because them niggas don't have a quarterback, they 4.
Come on, run it. Run it 1, 2, 3, 4, bro.
I just said Ravens. God damn, do I really want to say this? Yeah, Ravens, Browns, Cincy. Yeah, Ravens, Browns, Cincy, and then the last thing, yeah.
Pittsburgh.
We gonna do that.
I'm locked in with you, bro. I'm in lockstep. I ain't gonna lie to you. The way that the AFC North gonna shape out, give me Ravens number 1, Browns number 2, Cincy number 3, Steelers number 4. Mike Tomlin record for winning seasons is out of there. Because Aaron Rodgers ain't gonna get it done for you.
I don't think so.
We go see, bro. We go see.
And if Cincy, that means Joe Burrow just retarded, like just retarded good, like if you're able to survive, because that line still need work. If you were able just to out here just to score average 38 points a week, you just that motherfucker.
For real. He gonna have to drop 30 every game, though.
No bullshit. He's gonna average. They cannot average lower than 35 a game.
Bro, let me pull up the Bengals schedule real quick. Bengals schedule. These mugs. Browns week 1. Jags, Vikings out the gate.
Damn.
Broncos, Lions, Packers, Steelers, Jets. you got to outscore all them.
I just heard defense.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so you got the Browns week 1. The Jags defense, they got some pass rushes. I don't know how good it's gonna be. The Vikings, Brian Flores, he's sending a house. Broncos, good defense. Lions, I don't really know about their defense right now. Packers, that's a good defense. Steelers, that's a good defense. I ain't gonna cut them short. You got the Jets. I think they defense got some good players on there. And the Bears, that's from start to November. It's tough road, boy. You got to outscore a lot of them teams. Good luck.
A lot of them teams could score too.
That's what I'm saying. It's going to be interesting to see. But, hey, we put it on wax. Y'all put it on wax. Go ahead and drop y'all how this division going to shape out, man, in the AFC North. Me and Stevo, we in lockstep. We got the Ravens going 1, Browns going 2, Cincy going 3, Pittsburgh at the bottom of the map in the AFC North. Hey, Stevo, you got anything left, bro?
Nah, fuck.
But all right, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in to another episode. Make sure y'all leave y'all feedback, comments, concerns down in the box below. And y'all already know, man, always love football. And we're going to catch y'all on the next one for sure.